Hello and welcome back to Scrapbooking with Jen. Today I have a Halloween layout. This is going to be a 2-page 12 by 12 layout, and let me go ahead and show you where I got my papers. This black on gray comes from Fright Night by American Crafts, and my other paper, excuse me, is going to come from All Seasons 3 by Paper Studio. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take an 11.5 by 11.5 cardstock from Fright Night and put it on a gray 12 by 12 cardstock. Today is Veterans Day, so the entire family is home. Kinda. My youngest daughter is at a sleepover. I gotta pick her up in a couple hours. But everybody else is home and just kind of hanging out. What are you guys doing for Veterans Day? Anything special, patriotic, parades? I want to thank all of our servicemen and women for their sacrifices, as well as their families who have to do without when they go overseas or are deployed. Alright, so next I have this candy trick-or-treat paper. This is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to put it on top of a 4.5 by 4.5 rust colored orangey paper. Alright, so that's going to go right there, and this one's going to go right here. Then I have this title, and it says, "A Haunting We Will Go." So let me get my zipped dry glue. I'm going to get my quilting pin out, and I'm going to go ahead and attach this. Again, I want to remind you that I have created an Instagram account, so anytime you want to go back and look at my work without having to go through all the videos, you can do that. It is Scrapbooking with Jen. And if you do, either go over to Instagram because of this video, or you found me because of Instagram, please let me know. I would love to follow you, but also like to know how you found me. Okay, then we have this exclamation mark. these bats. Now this layout is derived from, obviously, from my kids trick-or-treating. 1 year, I guess about, I don't know, 9 or 10 years ago, Halloween fell, sorry, I can't even speak, fell on a Saturday, and so we went down to my brother's house. He was about an hour from here, and met up with his family and my cousin's family, and we had a little Halloween party for the kids, and then we took them trick-or-treating around the neighborhood. So, all right, next I have this Frankenstein and Frankenstein's bride riding on a bicycle, and this is from Little Luxury's Loft. And again, oh, and I tore off half this book, it looks like. Again, you might have remembered that I did this once before, and she has a million pieces. So what I did is I downloaded this to my Silhouette, I duplicated it, and then I ungrouped it, and then I welded it. So what it did was it gave me this solid black background, except for Frankenstein's head. For whatever reason, he didn't connect. And that gave me more room to be able to layer it up, and it also allowed me not to have to cut out so many tiny pieces. So you can see, like, this little tiny piece right here, I didn't cut that out. I didn't cut out a bar that went through here because it was already on my black piece when I welded it. I did the same thing with Frankenstein's body, because they wanted me to cut out this little tiny green, his little foot, his hands. So I just welded him together as well and had a body for Frankenstein, and it just made things way easier. So if you aren't real familiar with your Silhouette, I encourage you just go on there and play. That's how you're going to learn and figure things out. Welding a lot of times is your best friend, but just making mistakes and going over it, you know, and because it's on the computer, you're not going to really mess anything up. You're going to be able to delete it and start over again. Everything's in your library, so that's what I do sometimes. I try to do something and it doesn't work out, I just delete it and pull it back in from my library and try again. And I'm not sure why Frankenstein's head wouldn't weld. I could have adjusted him just a little bit to get him to weld, but then I was afraid it would have made everything offset. So I don't mind just attaching him separately, because I can tilt his head a little bit, and I think it gives him a little bit more character. Okay, and then I'm going to attach these photo mats. Alright, and then I'm going to bring in page 2. I've already laid the background down, and there we go. Just make sure that you can see everything in the video. So then here I have another 4.5 by 4.5 photo mat, and this one is 6.5 by 4.5. I'm going to go ahead and attach these. Then I have, excuse my reach, by Miss Kate Cutables, this little child dressed like a mummy. and he is cut at 6 inches tall. Then I have also by Miss Kate Cuttables these ghosts and a bat. And these ghosts and bat, I just took them straight off of her title, Too Cute to Spook, which I have used on another layout. And then I stamped their faces with the Peachy Keen, this one here, the Sweet and Innocent Face Assortment. And I colored their eyes in with my 3D glaze pen, and I gave the mom ghost green eyes and the bat and the child blue eyes, and then I colored in their mouth with the red, and then I took my blush and a Q-tip and gave them little cheeks. Alright, so next I have these candies that I'm going to put down. Just gonna turn them all over and work with them. And I had another purple, and I can't find it. So it must have got dropped somewhere, so I'm sure I'll come across it when I go upstairs. Okay, and then let me bring the other page in. And I'm going to zoom you out a little bit. And then I'm going to add more candies on the left side. I'm going to do it down here. And if I find that other purple one that I cut out, then I'll stick that up here. Alright, so here's my 2-page layout. And I hope you enjoyed this. Alright, have a good day. Bye-bye.